Well, it looks like we meet again. Ah, so that's your vibe, is it? I like it. You got it. Not in a bad way, of course. In an amazing way. So, this is where I'd usually say you can go wherever and do whatever, but I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. This is your first time, right? Don't worry though. Eternity's got you. Try accessing the various points around here, and I'll come give you a quick rundown. Now, go explore and have some fun!
currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Sonic boom! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Blade! 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 Locked on! Huh? What? Sonic boom! Block kick! Block kick! Block kick! Blade! Sonic boom! Blade! Perfect! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Here comes a new challenger!
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get this mission started.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Sonic boom!
No good up high. Still slugging it out here.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
Big counter.
Sonic boom!
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. We're in the final moments of the round. Both fighters are playing around with a full drive gauge too. In there! Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Jumps in. Who's going to start things off? Was looking for that jump attack. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Full low heavy. Stance change. Perfect. Jump. Oh, they switch sides. Full super art gauge. Perfect. Let's loose a boom. Player one with the Rift overhead attack. Boom. What's next? Oh, yo, Rock Super here. Player one is in a Rock Super art. Oh, bangs it on the fireball.
Yeah. Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Player one is the overhead denied. Medium kick hits. Sobot to pin him down. Crowns him from above. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Low heavy, but no go. Low heavies. Leads on the flash kick to get them out of a jam. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Wow, reads the counterattack. Noticeable life lead as the comebacks put them on notice. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Still slugging it out here. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Starts off zoning with fireballs. The jump in is denied. Overhead. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Right in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Shows a medium kick, not much life difference. Medium kick into anti-air in the clutch. Man throws them. Breaks the block with a solid anti-air. Somehow manages to, ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Slick overdrive cancels, flatlines them. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this
Get
fight?
this mission started.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Uses a drive parry against the attack. The parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Knockdown. Lots of aggression from both sides. Big low reaching heavy. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Long low attack hits. Throws him to negate the block. Taking drive rush to keep it going. Checks with a medium kick. Potential takes him up. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Sonic boom. A quick breather. Fights out of the corner. Back to the closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps. From low heavy to smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Checks him with the boom. Big throws. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Oh, says no to the impact. Medium kick hits. This is gonna hurt. Checks with a medium kick. Meets them air to air. What's next? Perfectly executed. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Don't underestimate me.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. This is it. Solid anti-air. Low heavy. Leans on the flash kick to get them out of a jam. Anti-air in the clutch. Crowns them from above. The low kick hits. Sticks out a kick. The low. Knockdown. Here comes the mixer. The throw connects. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Genius read with that throw escape. Carries them all the way to the corner. Shoots their shot. Taps them on the dome. Real Texas didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that rundown. Gets in a Hazanshi. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Solid blocking. Checks him with a projectile. Hopes with a medium kick. Jumps up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins as this springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Jumps in.
Not good enough.
Finishes with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some
Don't
fireworks.
underestimate me.
Final round. Fight.
open, reads the jump in perfectly. Poses them with a kick. Medium kick into, will this super art do anything? Excellent read. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we cross that off. Player one with and whiffs. They're wide open. This is gonna hurt. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. What now? What are they gonna do? How do they read that throw? Player one has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Keeps them out. Poses them with a kick. Flatlines them. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps? Was looking for that jump attack. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They're still feeling each other out. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That drive impact doesn't get through. This super art connect. Player one creates a good corner, brushes that off and keeps going. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're low on both life and drive gauge right now. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. The jump in is denied. Jumps in. Gets them with the anti-air. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Player two will look to apply KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? Who's going to start things off? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Shows a medium kick. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Knockdown and perfect boom. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Pokes with a medium kick. Connects with medium kick. Trumps him hard. Flash kick. What now? Sets up with the jump in. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Flatline zone. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. But parries the jump in to shut it down. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Blocks the jump in. Grabs them. Taking stock. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Does a good job of pushing back. All right, what's coming up next? Reacts to the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Which one of these fighters has what it takes to close out this round? Checks with a medium kick. There's a change of sides. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Just goes for it at this range. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Both fighters planning something? Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Starting off with fireball right from the get-go. Jumps up. Shows a medium kick. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. What'll happen here? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Can they create an opportunity for them? Meets them air to air. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh, yes. Drive impact for the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
We currently have a player.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The top player is here.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. They hit each other. Decides to buff up while they can. Very critical point of the match, which springs forward with a drive rush. Connects with medium kick. Gets the jump in. Hits him with his free flow. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps up. Swagger step. Did well to get the buff in there. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. They are really going at each other this round. Reads the jump in perfectly. What'll happen here? Full SA meters on deck below. Are we going to see both fighters use their drive moves here? Looking for a hole. Raw super hard hit. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? They back the opponent into the corner. Solid anti-air. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Betting it all on the drive rush. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Feeling a real buzz. Keeps them out. Pokes with a kick. in! Free flow strikes! This is gonna hurt! Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Clutch while they're blinking! Take that gourd away, he's... Ugh, take a seat! They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. Oh my God, Ross Super! Immaculate counter! Player 2 comes out on top with a fierce battle! Talk about a show, that match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The jumps? Jumps in. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Ooh, will they hit, lift, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Takes a trip. He did well to get the buff in there. Knockdown. From up above. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Combo with the target combo. Dashes up. The corner makes it hard to escape. Oh, what's this? Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Neither of them willing to back off here. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Click a super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Both fighters planning something? They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Grabs and throws them away. That throw will do some good damage. Medium kick hits. Ooh, what a smart blow. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive movement. Drives and back misses. Grabs them with a break-in. Noticeable doesn't check the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The hoo-ha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. What are they thinking here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Overhead. Drive rush. Gets in their face. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Player 2 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Breaks those shins. Blocks the low heavy, and you've gotta be mindful in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Time for a drink. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Long low attack hit. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Got their eye on the air. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Shows the medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That's a counter. Goes for the jump in. Knockdown and looking for a chance. Oh, starts to pry them open. Barely blocks the jump, the low. Not much life left, but their drive finishes with the throw. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
currently have a player on a winning streak.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? All right. What are these fighters thinking now? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. There's the impact! Not letting that go unpunished. Shinku Hadouken! A quick breather. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the sets up with the jump in. Throws a fireball. Gets scooped from down low. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Can they keep their going for the super art? Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 is hits them with a stop and pop. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2, Hulk low heavy. Pops him with a shorty. Okay, here we go. Broke the low. Will they gamble something here on it? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Decides not to rush in without a plan. Connects with medium kick. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Nice! This can lead to some big damage. Both sides getting ready and eats it. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Ooh, what a smart blow. Gets into perfect block drive, impact misses. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? Crowns them from above. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Shakes things up with a fireball. Noticeable life lead. It charges up the plasma. Excellent read. Carried to the corner. This may be bad news. This could lead to some big things. They are done. Player 2.
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
We're seeing you on the scene!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Solid blocking. In a dire situation. There's the impact. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Vagabond and sends them flying. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Unfazed by the switch and block. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Tries to act quickly but with the attack. Super art on deck for both fighters. Up wall slam into the charge break. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Clutch, anti-air. Player 1 drives it back, misses. No! Oh, they got him! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round, it throws them. Big throws. That's a counter. Barely blocks the jump in. Crowns him from above. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Sticks out a kick. Close range projectile. Anti-air in the clutch. Medium, what a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Pushimu on the scene!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Sorry.
Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They're still feeling each other out. Trips them up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Takes a trip. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Low heavy for the win. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Strings it all together. Okay, they trade hits. Shows a medium kick. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Throw escape. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Barely blocks the jump in. Drive time. Going in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it. Puts the fear of God in. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Back to start. They're not taking any chances. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Tries to catch him out with solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Both fighters have a full drive gauge on deck. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, the throw connects. Drops them. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Clutch, anti-air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Critical art is on deck. Getting up close and personal. Great job in escaping. Ooh, take it. It is over. Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Go out of sight. This is gonna hurt. Shows a medium kick. G-run kick for a mix-up. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Fantastic reactions there. Stays cool and counters. Knockdown. KO. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Combo with the target combo. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Gets the jump in. A quick breather. Risky up-close scrap still going. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Shows a medium kick. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player one needs to use the... This can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, here we go. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Gets the side flip. Finds the target. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Pressuring them in the corner. Knockdown. Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Knockdown. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. The jump in is denied. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Life lead opens up. The jump attack's good. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. They trade hits. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Blade hits him with a stop and bow. Ooh, you never know. Wow, reads the counterattack. Quick brief. Back throw for damage and vital positioning. Player one walls flat into the guard break. Player connects with the throw. All right, a daring impact to wrap up the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly, but drops them. Checks with a medium kick. Solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Fades out the low kick. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Torso cleaver. Player two can't let this simmer. Goes to the air. Are they going to... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Wraps it up with a throw. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let us begin. Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 with the life lead. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Throws them to negate the block. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. Sonic Boom! Are we gonna see a comeback here? Taking stock. Goes for the super arc? Player 1 will KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jump? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. They're laying into each other, scrapping it out up close. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Jumps up, grabs and throws them away. Summer's in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Immediate jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Crowns him from above. Sets up with the jump in. Blocks the low kick. Goes to the air. Connects with the throw. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Shrugs that off. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Overhead. Reads the jump in perfectly. Denies the jump in attempt. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Let's lose a boom. Sonic Boom. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes a trip. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Knockdown. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Throws him. What's next? Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Will this super arc connect? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player, it's okay. Oh. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Can't tech the throw? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? All right, what's coming up next? Still slugging it out at this range. Pokes with a medium kick. Sonic Boom. Shows a medium kick. Rolls out the Sobot. Side switch in the corner. Going in. Checks with a medium kick. They return to center stage. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Player, they can't squander this punish counter chance. Grounds him from above. Excellent block. Keeps him out. Yes. Drive impact for the win. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hits with the overhead. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Big, low, reaching heavy. From up above, the corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Hits them with a stop and pop. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Going in, scrapping it out up close. Checks him with the boom. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters planning something? They are really going at each other this round. Finds the target. Grounds him from above. Knocked him out of the air. Genius read with that throw escape. Both went low, heavy, but no good. Anti-air in the clutch. Reads the jump-in perfectly. What's next? He closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pokes with a medium kick. Okay, they trade hits. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. Order makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They don't need to go for anything big. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Throws them. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Blocks the low heavy and shows the medium kick. Goes with a medium kick. A quick breather. This is gonna hurt. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Are we gonna? Oh my, the throat tag. Now forward rush. Impact finish. It was more than enough. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They're letting it fly from the kick.
Gut punch. Yeah, flash kick on point there. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? With super arts into play, it's really anything goes to the air. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Wow, reads the counterattack. Sticks out a kick. What are they gonna do? Sets up with the jump in. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Throws. Any mistake here is gonna be the finishing blow sneaks through. Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Let's loose a boom. Gut punch shreds them. They're trading attacks. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Checks them with the projectile. The jump-in is denied. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Checks them with the boom. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 chases them down. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do. Oh, what's this? Yes, drive impact for the win. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Sonic Boom! Are we going to see some fireworks here? Jump? Can't tech the throw? Player 1 will look, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. There's a change of side. Risky up-close scrap still going. Going in. Shows the medium kick. Checks him with the boom. Blocks it. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Checking their reactions with a fireball? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Sonic Boom! The match just started. It's anyone's game. Here comes the corner pressure. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Amazing! Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Taking chunks out of each other here. And corrects them. Quick medium pump. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Jump. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Wall flat into the guard break. What a finish! Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Tatsumaki! Tatsumaki Senpu! Tatsumaki Senpu! Uria! How's this? Up and over! Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Up and over! Shoryuken! 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 Coming at ya! Bringing the heat! Shinnu! Rippa! Bet that hurt. Jipu! Jinraija! How's that? Coming in hot! One more! Coming in hot! One more! Let's get it! Go time! Damn! Fool it! Fool it!
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
Don't expect me to be...
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air.
Tatsumaki Senpu!
Wow, shut down. Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Beats off a fireball up close. Did well to get the buff in here. Strings it all together. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown and... Oh God, this is tense. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Sure you can? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Going in?
How's this?
Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Jumps up. Barely blocks the jump-in. Knockdown and... Ooh, there's a side switch. This could lead to some big damage. Jump, sets up with the jump-in. Both sides getting ready. Players flatlines them. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Trips them up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here, giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. They block the overhead, and what's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now.
That's right.
Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Going in, risky up-close scrap still going. Goes for the jump in. Goes low. Medium kick hits. Looking to impress with this super. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. The next touch may decide what a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Big, low, reaching heavy. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Gets carried to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Connects with medium kick. Scuffle. Knockdown and... More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Catches them out. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick. Neither of them willing to back off here. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. They trade. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Connect with medium kick. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Knockdown and KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jump? Who's going to start things off? Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Jump-in attacks have a lot of lag time associated with them and are very vulnerable to perfect parries like we just saw. Timing their parry just as the attack was coming triggered a perfect parry. Now they have a chance to go on the offensive. Medium kick, not much life difference. Shoryuken? Still scrapping for control of the space. They gotta pull the trigger on their drive. Hits on the counter. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Shows a medium kick. Pops him with a shoryu. Ooh, and eats it. Overhead attack. Dangerous into cross-up attack. Hits him up. Okay, nothing stops this train. Oh man, this is a scary range. What's next? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Oh man, who's gonna hit? It's over! Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Manny Rose here. Thanks for your patronage.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let's get this mission started. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. The low kick is blocked. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Low heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. KO. Player 2 on the boards first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Somersault kick. Throws out a projectile. Sonic boom. Checks him with the boom. They bring forward to pressure the opponent. Clean carry. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Going in? Jiva hits him with a stopping block. Max uses the gauge for a super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Dangerous range here. Checks him with the boom. What a read with that anti-air. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Open reads the jump in perfectly. Sonic boom. Excellent block. Blade crowns him from above. This is a complete wall smash into the guard break.
Bring in the heat.
They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire and you're gonna get burned.
Bet that hurt.
Medium kick. A jump. Ooh, what a Amazing! Burns out. Player chips him for the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Opts to create space to start.
Somersault!
Breaks those shins. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. There's a corner switch. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That drive impact doesn't get through. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sonic boom! That drive impact is blocked. Gets the jump in. Checks him with the boom. Brushes that off and keeps going. Going in? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. There's the wall splash. They can KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Parries the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are they thinking here? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Jinrai kicks for a mix-up. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Shows a medium kick. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. They break things off to take a quick breather. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Quick breather. Barely blocks the jump in. Gotta do better than that. What'll happen here? Pokes with a medium kick. Drops them. Player 2 can't overhead. Oh, cancel that life subscription. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Welcome! Manny Rose here. Thanks for your patronage.
We currently have a player on a winning streak.